Hi BoobTube. Getting back on disassembling the motor. I actually realized that I was missing some stuff, so I had to order some stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and tear it down and look at everything. I'm going to do some movie magic and have it all torn down, and we will inspect the parts and see what they look like. So let's get dove into this. Alright, she's all apart. Everything looks good, even with it running on low oil pressure. The bearings are all still nice and clean. No copper showing, so they're not even hardly worn through. Everything looks good. I did end up finding a coolant seal that had blown out in two different spots. So that was a good catch. Good that I went ahead and tore it down, because there was no indication that I was using coolant, because it was pressurizing in areas where the housings were like blocked off and stuff, so there wasn't a lot of coolant flowing out. But it's good to go ahead and get it fixed. Let's see what else. I did see a small indication that this one the front rotor might have been using coolant. When I pulled the exhaust off and had the engine on the stand, you could see into the exhaust port, and there was a puddle of water in the bottom of it. But I had just attributed that to me draining the coolant out, and how when it stood up on its end and it's draining out, it kind of like ran in while it was draining. But I mean, looks like it was definitely using some coolant, but I never saw the level in the car drop. So I had to order some Apex seal springs, because I dropped one and it went bing off to oblivion, and I searched for about half an hour and I still haven't been able to find it. So I'm ordering a replacement set of those. Those will be here after Christmas probably, and then I will stack this bad boy back up and we will slam it back in the car. And yeah, be ready to fire up and get ready for hopefully making it to a Grid Life event this year, or well, in 2025, but we'll see. So sign off here. I'm gonna come back in a week or so and finish this up, and probably the rest of this video will be putting it all back in the car and getting everything put back together and ready to go. So see y'all here in a couple weeks. What's up, BoobTube? Back with the 13B. It's all back together. Like I said, I was just gonna tear it down, clean it, put it back together off screen. There's enough videos of people tearing these things down that there's no reason for me to make another video about it. I even got one on this channel previously where I built the motor initially 2 or 3 years ago. So like I said, everything looked good on it. All the bearings looked good. All the seals and everything looked good. I did find a coolant seal that was blown out in a couple spots. I think I showed you. And then of course, in my last video, the oil O-ring that holds the pressure in the front cover was blown out. I've done a couple of mods to hopefully alleviate some of that problem. I have converted the eccentric shaft oil squirters to competition ones, so they don't have the check ball and spring, so that should help lower oil pressure on initial startup and idling. And then other than that, just did a really good thorough cleaning, and we're going to slap the oil pan back on it and hopefully have it stabbed in the car today. So it's enough chit-chatting, and let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, guys? Back, and the car is back together. The only thing that I am missing right now is with the snowstorms in the southeast, my oil didn't show up on time, so the car is ready to go back together. It's set up so that I can check the timing on it to update the timing in the Haltech, and I have also repaired the headers where it used to be a slip fit. I finally got it figured out to where you can fit the whole header piece all in there without it needing to come apart with the engine in there. The welds are terrible because it's had a whole bunch of nasty exhaust shit and stuff flown across it, so it's welded together, but it's not pretty. But I did all this, had a family emergency, and sometimes when you have those kinds of situations, you just need to work on stuff and get it out of your mind. So I didn't film a lot of it going back together, but it all went back together well. I'm excited to finally get to test the carbon fiber, 3D printed carbon fiber pulley. Hopefully it holds together well, and it'll help with my overspinning the water pump around on the racetrack. But just wanted to sign the video off here. Car is back together, ready to go. I'm excited to test it, see if the race plugs for the eccentric shaft, the oil squirters, see if they help lower the oil pressure at idle and stuff, and hopefully it won't blow that O-ring back out again. But this is all set up, ready to go. Hopefully I can get some more details on the Grid Life Road Atlanta event. That's the one that I'm planning on going to, and we can get started updating the graphics for the Grid Life stuff. I got to figure out who prints that kind of stuff for me, and we will have something else sitting here in the next video, I believe. I got a buddy that has bought a poor, abused Subaru that needs a new motor, and so we're gonna pull it out and swap it out here. So that's it for this one, guys. Sorry I didn't get much footage of the car going back together, but everything looks good. It's holding water right now. I filled up the water system, wanted to make sure that it's good. Let's actually take a peek and see if it hasn't leaked down any. Oh, it looks like it has dripped down a little bit. Hopefully that's not flowing into the motor, but we'll find out when we go to start it. Alright guys, until next time, deuces.